Thanks, Monique. Alfonso talked about a tapestry, and it's great that our district looks like a tapestry, but I'm committed to having my congressional office and staff reflect the diversity of the 8th Congressional District. And that makes us not just an office that seems like the 8th District, but it's an office that serves the 8th District. So that's one commitment you'll get from me. I've been in the General Assembly for 11 years now, and your issues are my issues. I've worked hard. I've put a state-level DREAM Act into place, not into place. I've introduced that legislation almost 10 years ago. Alfonso Lopez is responsible for it moving through the House of Delegates these past years in a way that it never had moved through before. Now, I'm proud that Mark Herring has recognized that deferred action for childhood arrival students should get in-state tuition, but we need a federal DREAM Act. We need comprehensive federal immigration reform, and you have my commitment to that issue. But if you want to know what I'll do, look at what I've already done. I've passed legislation to expand Medicaid so that immigrant mothers would have prenatal care. And that's a hard thing to do in Virginia. My colleagues can tell you from the General Assembly that expanding Medicaid these days is not the easiest thing to do. I've worked with the American Council of Young Political Leaders. Now, granted, it was back when I was young, but I traveled over to El Salvador and Nicaragua, met with the presidents of those nations, have welcomed delegations coming back from there. I've welcomed Filipinos to Arlington on Election Day to show them the precincts, show them the process here in Northern Virginia. I've worked hard. I might not be the flashiest candidate, and I'm not necessarily to stand out. We're all calling ourselves progressives, and we all are progressive, but I'd say call me a liberal if you want to. Liberal on the values that we care about for immigrants, liberal on the values that we care about for Northern Virginia. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to discussing our issues with you further.